Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taisha. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. First of all, happy 2020, you guys. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining me once again on another video, another year. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel and my dreams. I am super excited to start this year with all of you. You guys are literally my friends, so thank you so much for, fucking with me and watching my videos. So today's video, I wanted to film my yearly favorites. I have never done this on my channel, but I wanted to do it since a lot of you guys always ask me what are my drugstore favorites. So it's gonna be my 2019 drugstore favorites video. I'm super excited to share with you guys bomb amazing drugstore makeup. First of all, affordable, super easy to go buy. I'll have everything linked below, and of course coupon codes. Ulta has some of these products. You can find them online, and just overall good affordable products that's gonna make your makeup game look 10 times better. You do not need to spend a lot of money to look good. I have always said it and I will always say it because you guys have seen throughout my videos that we look good on a budget. So I'm super excited to share with you guys some of my drugstore favorites. I have a bunch of them, so I'm gonna go ahead, stop talking, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started by talking about, let's do eyebrows since that's what I usually always do. So for eyebrows, you guys, I honestly at the beginning of the year didn't use any drugstore brow products. Every time I would buy drugstore, brow stuff, it would always just break off and fall apart or get too waxy. But recently, I would say probably a month or 2 months, because I tried this product at the beginning of the year and I was like whatever about it, but then recently, I would say about a month or two, I refound it because of Jackie Aina. I love her and she recommended it, and I was like, I know I have this somewhere in my collection. So I retried it and I really like it. So this is the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil. I'm in the color medium brown. Okay, so I usually go a lighter shade for my brows. I learned the hard way. Go back to my old videos and you would see I will draw them super thick and super dark. So go a shade, a little bit lighter if you're trying to get that softer look. If not, then do you, girl. But I love how it has a spoolie on this side. It works great. The consistency, it's like perfect. It's not too like liquidy, and it's not liquidy, not too creamy, and it's not too like hard either. It's just like the perfect pencil, and that's why I usually like the high-end ones better than the drugstore ones. But honestly, you guys, I love how thin this is. It gives you hair like strokes on your brows, which thank God, because I need that. And just an overall really good brow pencil, so definitely check this out if you haven't yet. So now let's talk about eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadows, I have quite a lot of palettes. Well, not really, I just have two that I truly really like. And by the way, you guys, throughout 2019 I started doing like new drugstore makeup that's worth your money, and a lot of those videos are really good, especially if you're looking for more drugstore makeup. So definitely check those out. I just didn't want to include too many products and just talk about products that stood out the most throughout the whole entire year, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty sure I'm leaving out some really bomb makeup. I know for a fact after I watched it, you guys are gonna let me know which makeup I forgot about, but go watch those videos. They're really good videos, and I'll have them linked below. So the first palette I want to talk about, oh my god, can you guys hear that? I'm so hungry. What time is it? 3:08. That's why I always get hungry around this time. But anyways, you guys, so this palettes right here, ever since they launched, I fell in love with them. I kept telling you guys to go get them, to go and find them, because at first they were only at Walmart stores, and then they finally released them online. So I'm talking about the Profusion palettes. I love these palettes. They're so good. I believe they're $11 or $10. Everything will be linked below, like I said at the beginning of this video. But guys, such amazing quality for what you're paying. You get, I believe, 35 eyeshadows. I love the colors they picked. This is the Sunkissed one. You see, super pretty. I remember doing like a yellow look and I fell in love with it. They blend out great. They do not stain your eyes. Yeah, for me, they haven't stained my eyes. Just remember, these glitters right here are not technically eye safe. You can put them, I would say, around the eye. Just don't get it inside, because then, bad stuff can happen, so just keep that in mind. Other than that, such great palette. I remember doing a little blue look, which kind of inspired this one, guys. I was feeling like the blue makeup, you know, the winter blues. I don't know, I just wanted to do blue eyeshadow. And then we have the Mirage palette, which again, 35 eyeshadows. This one is just so beautiful. Look how pretty this whole area is. It works perfect for all year round. This was like a great summer palette. It's gonna be a great spring palette. It's a great winter palette. It's just an overall amazing palette. And super pigmented, blends out great. Like I said, you guys just need this, okay? If you want to build your collection, you want more eyeshadows, but you don't have the budget for it, go and splurge on this ones and you're really gonna like them. And then the last eyeshadow palette I want to talk to you guys about is one that I use so much. Every time I want to do like that really pretty nude glam Latina makeup, I don't know how else to explain it, I use this palette. So this is the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette. We all know how she looks like. This is the old one. This is like the first release one, which is why it's so dirty. So every time I always reach for this palette. It's just so good, you guys. It is a really neutral palette. Honestly, I wish she would just came out with this whole area right here. I have done a makeup tutorial using this as well, because I'm telling you, it's always my go-to glam makeup. So this shades right here, this whole entire 2 rows, is just amazing. Nothing can compare to them. I don't know how like she did it. She just created the perfect neutral tones. They're super neutral, you can barely see them, but they really create a look. I'll have a little makeup tutorial I did with this palette. I don't really play with the other colors, but it's just an overall really pretty palette and I really like it. So hopefully one day they can like do them individually, so you can just pick the ones you like, because I already know I would just pick this one's right here, and you guys can already tell I'm like hitting pan on it. I'm so excited because I never hit pan on no makeup. I also really like this glitter quads. These are from Pixi. These are the glitter eye quad in the shade Gold Lava. These are such great glitters. I love glitter, and this year I feel like I fell more in love with glitter too. I just love it. It's so pretty. It really can make your makeup look, especially if you just want to do something simple, you know, just do one eyeshadow and throw glitter. It's gonna create such a beautiful look. So these ones are super underrated and not a lot of people talk about them, and honestly I'm not really sure why they don't, but I recommend them. They're super good. They're super pigmented. You guys will see. Look at that. You guys see how pigmented they are, and they're just so pretty. By the way, if you guys see my hands super dry, I'm pretty sure I have told you guys before, but I just have super dry hands and sometimes they peel, especially now since I've been moving my room around. My hands are just super sensitive, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, they don't swatch like the nicest, because of course you have to apply it on your eye, but I have done plenty of tutorials and I have used them in a lot of them. So these are really good, and I highly recommend them if you are into glitter. And I believe they're $14, and Pixi overall is just such a good brand, and not a lot of people talk about their makeup that much, but their makeup is super good. Let's talk about liner. Well, let's talk about mascara, okay? This little mascara is called the Maybelline Lash Discovery. I feel like Maybelline has one of the best drugstore mascaras. I need to go to Walmart and pick them all up and try them again, because I remember loving the Maybelline Lots of Lashes. It's such a great inexpensive mascara, you know, the little pink and green packaging. So I need to go and buy them all again. But this one right here, you guys, it's so good. It's the Lash Discovery. It's like a mini brush mascara. It is perfect for underneath your eyes. It gets every lash. My dumbass still gets this all over my eyes, but you're supposed to not, since it's so little. But you know, I'm kind of messy. But this is what it looks like right here. It's such a little tiny brush, and I like how it's stiff. You do not get it like angled like that. I just go ahead and like bend it. I just feel like it's a lot easier to get there. So really good mascara, and it doesn't get black here like the Too Faced one. That one always does that for me. Another good liner, or liners, let's talk about liners now. The L'Oreal Infallible liners are so good. This is in the color Nude. It's just your plain nude liner from L'Oreal. I really like how creamy it is, and this nude, you guys, it's perfect for my skin tone. You know, sometimes you put white liner and it looks too crazy, especially for my skin tone. And I feel like if you're tan, to dark to deep skin tones, you're really gonna like this liner as well. And I believe it's just called Nude. I really cannot see a name to it, but yeah, I think it's in the color Nude. It's the only nude liner they have. Definitely check them out. You're really gonna like it. So I like that. Another good liner that I like to do my winged liner with is this one from Physians formula. So this is called the Eye Booster Waterproof Ultra Fine Liquid Liner. I recently tried this, I would say about 3 months. I remember doing like a wear test on it, or like a first impressions, and I really like this. It is super black. It is still black after all this time, and I love how easy you can create a line. Another reason why I would recommend you guys buy like a pen like this is because, you know, when sometimes you put your lashes and then you can kind of see eyeshadow. Girl, I hate when that happens to me. So I really like this because you can just go like that and fix the little lash band, and it's just a lot easier. Or even if you're a beginner at liner, you're gonna like something like this. Definitely check this one out. I like it, and I like how black it is. So then let's talk about the lashes, you guys. This is my favorite thing ever. I feel like I love lashes and I love foundations and lip combos. Those are like my thing. I really like those. So lashes, I recommend you try out the Kiss lash glue. Mine is extremely dirty because I've been using it for such a long time. It lasts 6 months, so I need to throw this away. But this is so good. It is what is it called? Latex free. It is latex free because I'm allergic to latex. It will burn the shit out of my eye. So this is latex free. It has a little wand. You just go like this, it dries clear, and you're good to go, and your eyelash is not going anywhere. So love this. And my favorite lashes this whole entire year are the Lash Bar LA Heartbreaker lashes. These are not the ones I'm wearing for today's video because I do not know where they're at. I just saw this and that's it, and I cannot find any other ones. So it's time for me to order some new ones. But you guys, Heartbreaker lashes are the best freaking lashes ever. If you like my certain, you know, wispy eye that I do, you're gonna love these lashes. They have been my go-to. I wear them for every single look. You guys have seen throughout my videos this whole year, these are the only lashes I've been wearing. They're synthetic, so they're cruelty free. They're only $11, I believe. The only bad thing is that you have to get them online. Hopefully one day, you know, the Lash Bar LA comes to stores, Ulta, Sephora, who knows, you know. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I'm trying to like explain everything really good detail, but also like hurry up because I don't want to waste you guys time, you know. So let's move on to primer. I have a couple primers, you guys, but you guys, E.l.f. has the best primers at the drugstore, to be honest. So this one is the E.l.f. Plus Matte Oil Control Lotion. This has been like my primer for the first couple of months of 2019. It is good. I love the packaging, and I love how it's a lotion. So sometimes if your skin is feeling a little bit dry, you know, you're kind of being lazy with your makeup, look how easy it is to blend out. It's a lotion. It will keep you matte. I would say it smells like, what does this have? Tea tree. There you go. It has tea tree oil. No wonder it smells like that. Well, I don't know if it has tea tree oil, but it has tea tree, which is really good if you have imperfections like acne, or if you have, you know, oily skin. I know it works great, which is why this works so good. So I really like this, and I love the packaging, and I love how it's just lotion that will keep you matte. Just really good. This one doesn't do anything when it comes to blurring the skin though, which is when I found the E.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So this is a really good primer if you have pores. They recently launched their matte one, which I would recommend over this one, but since I use this for so long, I have to give it a shout out. The matte one is just matte, and it has like the blurring effect as well, so that one will work great if you have oily skin like myself. But if you have regular skin, you just have pores, this primer is really good, and it does a really good job for blurring out the skin, and it's only $6, which is amazing, you guys. And then the last primer I want to talk about is another E.l.f. one. It's the Blurring Primer Serum. This is amazing. It's kind of like a dupe for the Versali, what is it called? Versali. You guys know what I'm talking about. This one is just so amazing. The only bad thing is the packaging I don't like, but I like how lightweight this is and how truly mattifying it is. You just apply a little bit, it is mattifying. It kind of dries down to like a powder finish, so if you live in like a humid area, you're really gonna like this. Okay, so I have two foundations I want to give a huge shout out to. My foot is falling asleep, girl. Okay, so the first foundation I want to give a huge shout out to, it's all thanks to you guys, is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge foundation. This foundation, it's an amazing drugstore, super affordable. I believe it's $6. It's just amazing for oily skin, like freaking amazing. I love it. Every time I know I'm gonna be wearing my makeup for a long time, I know it's gonna be like, just, you know, you just know when you're just gonna get really oily, I go and reach out for this foundation. So in case you guys are wondering, I'm in the color Honey for all my foundation twins. Also, my shade range, I will describe me as a MAC NC35. So if you're winter shade, I will go a little bit lighter, but Honey is just a great foundation for me, or a great color for me. But yeah, like I said, foundation is amazing. This is the applicator. I just go like this and I blend it out with my beauty sponge. So for beauty sponges, I do have two favorite ones that I want to mention. The first one is the E.l.f. one. This is the Total Face Sponge. It's $4. It works great. You damp it and then you get like a little towel and you dry it down, so it just feels like damped. And I blend it out. And I also really like the Wet n Wild one. These are great sponges. The Wet n Wild one has the same angle. It's just great. All right, and then the next foundation I want to give a huge shout out to is this one from YC Collection. This is the Stay Natural foundation. It has a pump, which makes your life easier as well. You guys, this is such high quality foundation, and I believe it's $22. You can only get this online. I know it's not technically drugstore, but I wanted to give it a huge shout out because it is a Puerto Rican owned business. I will describe foundations that I'm mentioning today. Really oily skin friendly, really lightweight, nothing cakey. It's just great foundations. I'm telling you, the foundations I'm recommending, you all are gonna really like them. So YC Collection has, I believe, 42 shades, and I believe this foundation is made for all skin types. It says a velvet radiant soft matte finish, and it's definitely that. It's super nice on the skin. It just feels super luxurious and high-end. I'm in the color 230 and also 255. I need to go and buy another shade to see like which one I'm not, oh my god, I can't talk, which one is like the perfect shade for me, because mixing them creates the perfect shade, but I really want to find the shade so you guys can all buy that one and you guys are good to go, you know. I love how everything wears throughout the day. I love how it doesn't make me feel like a cakey mess, and this one I would recommend for all skin types, but if you have oily skin, you're really gonna like it. So those are my favorite drugstore foundations for 2019. If you guys want a drugstore foundation part 2, let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely do that. So the first one is this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This one is perfect no matter if you have more mature skin, you have younger skin, whatever the case might be, you're really gonna like this concealer. It is super nice underneath the eyes. I'm in the color Cashew, in case you're wondering, and I really like the applicator. I just love how easy it is to blend out. The whole Infallible collection is amazing, so I really like how this blends out, and I recommend it for everyone. And the coverage is great. It performs amazing, lasts a really long time. And then the other one I want to recommend is the E.l.f. 16-Hour Wear Concealer. You guys, this freaking $5 concealer, it's amazing and you all need it. I saw that they just released a new one. I will be doing a review on that one as well. But this is in the color Medium Beige. Just keep in mind, this does oxidize, I would say, like 2 shades. So what you see here, you don't get. You get mostly like this color here, the one that's dried down. So just keep that in mind. The one is amazing, it's big, it just blends out great, and this one has more of a soft matte finish. That's the best way I can describe it. And then the last concealer I highly recommend as well. It's the Covergirl Tru Blend Undercover Concealer. I haven't shut up talking about this ever since I got it. It is just so good. This is in the color Golden Natural, and I love this as concealing underneath your eye, but also for your brows. If you get oily brows, definitely try this concealer for carving it and you will not get oily brows. I will describe this as a really good full coverage concealer, definitely way more matte. I don't know if I would recommend this for dry skin. Like if you have super flaky skin, I think this is going to be a little bit too matte for you because it really is like super long wearing. This is probably the most long wearing of all of them. So this one, it's really good for everyone. This one is a soft matte finish and this one's like a matte, you know, if that makes sense. I'm trying to like do my best at explaining. Okay, so then you guys, let's see, I wish I had a drink with me. I should have bought my favorite Starbucks drinks that I always get. I always get questions on Instagram. If you guys ever see me on Instagram, I'm always drinking the same drink. It's the strawberry acai, best drink ever from Starbucks. Okay, so it's setting powder collab. Collab powder is one of the best setting powders I discovered this year. This is the Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. I'm in the color Porcelain Ivory. This is such a good smoothing, lightweight, mattifying setting powder. That's the best way I can explain it. They have other colors as well. Like I said, I chose Porcelain Ivory and it just works great. It is super lightweight and fine, and it just doesn't crease your concealer or nothing. And I love how like fine it is. I don't really like a cakey under eye. I just find it unnecessary, especially with the little beauty sponge. You just set it and it creates the most beautiful look. It's what I have on today. So when it comes to setting the face, I really like the LA Girl pressed powders. Girl, look at this, look at this. I hit pan. I'm super happy when I hit pan. This is in the color Nude Beige. It doesn't create such a full coverage, but it's really lightweight and it's really blurry, and it gives you that extra coverage you need. I personally always need coverage when it comes here in the cheek area, and I also love a matte effect, you know, because I have oily skin. So I always just grab a sponge. I just go like this and then I set it, and it will keep me matte throughout the whole day. And I love the extra coverage it gives, and I love the texture. It's like a velvet pressed powder. It's just super nice quality, I'm telling you. So definitely recommend this if you're looking to set your foundation. Okay, so now I want to talk about bronzers. I love me a good really silky, like creamy bronzer that blends out great. So recently, and by recently like 2 months or probably 3 months, I started using again the Maybelline City bronzers, and girl, these are so good and so affordable. So I recommend you buy both shades. I wish they will come out with a better like shade range when it comes to bronzers, because they have the money to expand them, you know, so I don't understand why they don't. But I definitely recommend you buy 200 and 300. 300 is the darkest one they have, and it looks something like this. I would describe 300 as a more orangey shade, and then 200 as like the perfect neutral yellow undertone bronzer. So this, I go in with 200 first. I grab a big brush. You can grab whatever brush you have. I personally love using this one from Real Techniques. Is that, no, this is not from Real Techniques, Eco Tools. This one from Eco Tools that I got from Ross. So you can just go like that. You apply the darkest shade, or you apply the lighter shade first, and you guys will see a huge difference when you do that. So apply the lightest bronzer first around your face, okay? So lighter first, and then you grab a little bit of the darker one, so like that, and then tap the excess, and then you apply it here, and again blend it out, and grab one more time a little bit of the lighter one, and you blend everything together, and it just makes your makeup look 10 times more better. So I really like doing that little technique. It has really helped my makeup game a little bit more. It is extra, so you don't have to do it, you know, it's just if you feel like being extra that day, then do it. But if not, then you can totally skip over it. But my point is, these bronzers are really good. They're long wearing, they blend great. They are just beautiful bronzers that I highly recommend. One final bronzer, because I'm extra, and this is my nose contouring bronzer. You guys probably know which one I'm talking about. This is the Silky Matte bronzing powder in the color Suntan 03. When I tell you this is the perfect nose contouring bronzer ever, it truly is. It just really makes my makeup game 10 times stronger. When I don't have it, like when I can't find this bronzer, I feel completely lost. It is so weird, but the formula, the color, this color is just everything. So if you're around my skin tone, you're really gonna like this color to bronze up your nose. And I always go in with my Japanese brush. You can get this from Walgreens or Marshalls. It's like $3 at Marshalls, and then online at Walgreens I think it's like $15. But this is like an eyeshadow brush that I decided to use for my nose, and it just works great because it's just so easy to apply it. You just go like that, and then here, the closer the line, the smaller your nose, and then I blend it towards my brow, and it just creates like the perfect little, you know, nose that I love doing when it comes to my makeup. Okay, so blush, I have this one from LA Girl. This is the Island Hottie blush palette. Love the name, I love the packaging, I love how it has a mirror to it. So this is the perfect little blush duo because it has your curls and then it has this beautiful shade. This is the one I have for today's look. I'll apply a little bit more. I'm going to take that same Eagle Tools. I love how pigmented it is. I love how inexpensive it is. And you can kind of create your own color. These two have shimmers, or actually all three have shimmers. I don't really use this middle one. I personally stick to this light pink one. And look, it just creates such a pretty light pink color. I love this. It's matte, it's inexpensive, it blends out great, and I just love LA Girl in general. So talking about matte face, let's talk about setting sprays. I have found two setting sprays that I really like. They're like my ride or die drugstore setting sprays. So the first one, let's talk about the Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray. Now this product right here, it is amazing. Just remember to switch up this little sprayer because the actual one that it comes with is horrible, okay? It'll just like spray right towards like your eyes really like harshly. I just went ahead and went to the travel section at Walmart and picked out a little sprayer, and that's all I did. I just switched it up and now it just sprays great. I was about to waste some product, but girl, I'm not even going to, because this is such a good setting spray when it comes to making your makeup last longer. I did a wear test when I first like tried this product, and ever since it's been my favorite mattifying setting spray. It is just super good. It's truly does make your makeup last way longer. It keeps you more matte. It's just an amazing setting spray. Also, if you overdo it when it comes to your makeup, too much powder in your face, I highly recommend you try out this one from Morphe. This is a continuous setting mist. I only recommend this if you are looking for a setting spray that's gonna make your makeup blend in together, and then go in with something like this, because this for me does not make my makeup last like at all. So this is just when, you know, those cakey flaky days that your makeup just looks dull, this is when you apply this. The last stuff I want to talk to you guys about are lip combos. I don't have that many because I have done so many videos when it comes to lip combos that I'll have those linked below, so definitely check those out. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about, like, you know, certain things that are really like favorites of mine. But honestly, all the lip combos I wear in every single video are favorites of mine. I'm just like a nude kind of girl. So the Morphe lip liners are really good. This one's in the color Sweet Tea. It's the one that I'm wearing today. Just in general, go to Morphe if you have a Morphe store near you. I personally don't, so I order them online. They used to be $3 and then they increased to $4, but really good lip liners. They're creamy, you can sharpen them, the colors are amazing. I like this one, I like the Bite Me, I like Toasty, and I'm gonna be buying way more because when I moved to my room, I feel like I lost a lot of things. I also love the NYX lip liners. They're behind me somewhere, but you guys have seen me use them a million times. NYX brown lip liner will always be like my ride or die lip liner ever. But I really want to give a huge shout out to this L'Oreal liquid, I was gonna say L'Oreal liquid lipstick, this L'Oreal gloss. This is the glowing lip gloss, and this is amazing. This is in the color Shall We Dance. Look at this beautiful color, you guys. The scent of this, it just smells so good. It smells like cherry popsicles. It's just so good. It reminds me of summer. I'm a summer girl and I cannot wait for summer already. Girl, I'm over the winter, I'm over the cold. It hasn't even been that cold and I'm over it. But I love this color. It's like the prettiest, like lightest pinkish golden color. I love it. And this literally I used it like for 2 months straight and I freaking loved it. So yeah guys, that's pretty much all. Like I said, I have one more thing I almost forgot. The last thing I want to mention is a brush, because I love this brush so much, and it's again $4. It is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. It's like a little brush that looks something like this. You will think this is not like a must, but you need this in your life if you like the inner corner like this. I love this brush because you just go like this and you bring it up to your crease, and it creates such a good like inner corner highlight. I don't know how to describe it. This brush is amazing and it just creates that beautiful look, and I fell in love with that look all 2019 long. So basically you don't just leave your inner corner highlight here, you bring it up to your crease and it'll create like a more open eye. Alright guys, so that's pretty much all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me for today's, drugstore favorites. Let me know in the comments below what are your favorites. I need an excuse to go and try out more amazing makeup. You guys always recommend me the best stuff, like the Hard Candy foundation and just lots and lots of more things. So let me know what products I should try out. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking anything up from this video. So yeah guys, happy 2020. This is just one of many videos I'm gonna be doing on 2020. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys do and give this video a thumbs up, because it really does help a lot. So have a beautiful, blessed day you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.